Morning, everyone. This is Sean Butner with Start Your Day with the High Performance Coach, where we help you find more personal joy, growth, and impact in your communities so that you can have the life that you want. Now, today we are talking about how to lead your learning and develop mastery. And this is a topic near and dear to me because I think that's part of my job as a high performance coach most of the time is to help people gain that extra level of skill in whatever they do and identifying the important paths forward. So, if we were to look in your calendar right now, would we see some type of learning, reading books, listening to podcasts, not like stuff that'll help you learn, not other podcasts that are fun, but less useful in that regard? Would we see trainings? Would we see seminars? Would we see some active learning on your calendar today, this week, this month, and throughout the coming year? And if the answer is no, then you're falling into a trap that so many other people fall in, is that they don't take their continual learning seriously. And that's hurting them in their careers, it's hurting them in their relationships and health, because if you're not constantly learning, you're not constantly having ideas to figure out little tweaks you can make to progress. And so what we want to do is make sure that you have this consistent learning to help yourself move forward, because I feel that so many people need to be more strategic in mastering the skills that are critical for them to reach their goals or the success that they're chasing. So there's 3 ideas that I have for you today, and the first one being, I'll tell you before we get into that, a little bit about why this is important to me is because, as you can see, like as a business owner running a coaching practice, I am not the best marketer. I am probably maybe the 3rd worst out there in the world, and I'm totally okay with that. But I'm in my bedroom / office with not ideal spacing things. So like I've tried putting backgrounds and stuff up to try to make it tidier, and it just looks god awful. So, sometimes, learning's messy, and, you guys have been part of this journey with me. So I know that sometimes it's a little messy. Sometimes I hit the table and it shakes everything. I have the COVID haircut, so sometimes it works. Ooh, that's beautiful today. Sometimes it doesn't. Hence the hat. But I'm constantly trying this every day, trying to get a little bit better, trying to get a little bit clearer in how I communicate and connect with you and connect with other people. So that's super cool. That's why this is important to me. This is one of the big skills I know I needed for my business. But when I was in tech, learning new programming languages, learning new ways to do things, learning new software platforms quickly, that was a key skill that I needed to develop to succeed there. So what skills do you really need for your current job, or what communication skills do you need for your relationships, or what kind of fitness skills do you need to maintain and get into the best health of your life? That's kind of where we're going with this. So, okay, teasing this before, 3 things to really make sure you're doing to help you develop this path to mastery. Okay, first thing is, like I mentioned before, is it on your schedule? If you open up your schedule and you have work times, you have work meetings, you have the things you got to do to pick up your kids, you got hopefully you also have time to work out and stuff, but the things on your calendar are the things that are important to you. Everything else you just think you're just going to magically manage, right? And I am very guilty of this. I for quite a while resisted the calendar because sometimes if you get overwhelmed with stuff or you get a lot of junk on there, you stop trusting it. And so be like, I have all these 5 things that I don't really care there, that don't really matter to me, that I'm probably not going to do. And it's just this feedback loop of you're not going to get that stuff done. So part of it is, if you're like me in that regard, you need to say no to things and be very disciplined in holding that calendar sacred, so that the important things and the things that you prioritize are on there, right? 2, it also helps you push back on those when, the more you trust the calendar, the more you can say, nope, this is my time to learn how to code this new thing. or how to use this new framework, or how to become a better marketer, or whatever it is. So schedule. The second thing is to know the priority of things, right? So everyone has a different hierarchy of what's important to them, the goals that they're chasing, and at various points of your life, due to different experiences, due to just different chapters, there's going to be things that are a little bit more or different priority than maybe in other parts of your life. So maybe earlier on your career is the number one thing, but you get married, you have a family, the family starts to shift, or maybe you have a big health event and now you're super focused on being healthy, right? And continuing your health because you had a big scare or something like that. But knowing what's important to you right now and being very clear on first it's this, then it's this, then it's this, and then this can really help you, sort out, again, your calendar. But it also, the three most important things in your life, you got to identify the three most important skills that you should be developing mastery in so that you can excel in them. Because, again, when you develop that mastery, that's when you get those deeper relationships, you get the advancement in the career, you get recognized for being a total badass in whatever you do. So that's one of my big hopes for you. Okay, so we have, is it on your schedule? We have, are you actually, working on the things that are important to you at this point in your life? And are you really thinking about that? And then the third thing is goals, or OKRs, which are objectives and key results. This is something that I borrowed from a book called Measure What Matters from John Doerr, which is the goal setting system that I think a lot of companies use. And I think it started in Intel. Google uses it. A lot of the big companies do. And it's a lot different from the SMART goals, if you've ever had to do SMART goals. But identifying these goals also, tied to your priorities and put on your schedule is where all the magic comes together and you can really start to excel. But okay, real quick, what OKRs are, it's a broad objective and then the key results that'll show you that, or kind of give you feedback that you're reaching that goal or not. So it could be, for me, how to become the best coach out there. That is one of my goals. And so key results would be, am I coaching every day? Am I, consistently, studying the craft and what other coaches are doing? Am I improving communication skills? That kind of stuff. So that, and then identifying skills that I can learn along the ways in order to make sure that I'm advancing my career, right? So, what are the huge, big objectives and the key results in your life that are helping you move forward? So that's the three things again. So if you're trying to lead your learning, is it on your schedule? Do you have everything prioritized on what's most important to you, to least important to you right now? And then what are your goals? And then what are the key skills in all of that you're actively working on, right? So again, if we open up your schedule, you should have, time dedicated to each one or few of those skills that you absolutely need to move forward. So I hope you like this video, guys. I really do love doing these for you. Be sure to do the social media thing and share, whatever with this video, wherever you watch it. And I want to let you know, too, that next week, the Take Charge Challenge is starting up, which is something I'm participating with 11 other coaches and leaders to give you a bunch of different perspective on how you can, get going, get moving forward in your life. It's a bunch of lovely people, and it's very inspirational. I've been really inspired working with these folks, and they have such unique perspectives on things like influence and confidence and, how to manage money and things like that, that it's such a great deal to help you continually learn and move forward. So if you're interested, you can check out the link in my bio and click on the button that says Take Charge Challenge, or click the link below this video to get signed up before it starts, because you don't want to miss out on any of the awesome topics these folks are going to be talking about. So that said, go check that out, and I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Take care.